I'm here with my friends Lucy and TJ at the Research Symposium, and we are talking about telemental health quantitative research. So, Lucy, take it away. What is your project about?
Great. We are counselor education graduate students, and we chose to do a qualitative research study on the experience of doing telemental health counseling while in the training program, so while in their master's program. And we were really interested to hear about their experience doing so and how that related with the training in the counselor education master's program.
Sure, that makes sense. TJ, I mean, the past few years have been really tough taking our world from in person to virtual. So, why did you feel like this project was important to really explore?
Yeah, absolutely. As you said, it's been a really tough, couple of years going through this pandemic. And for us as counselor education students, we were sort of in a unique place of learning how to be counselors, but also having to do it through an online format. And so, our professors and us sort of realized that there might be a gap in the training component of what it's like to be a counselor in the virtual paradigm. So we chose to explore the lived experience of those students that sort of had their clinical experiences during the pandemic when they had to switch to the online format in order to better inform training practices in the future.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Lucy, can you bring me through some of your learnings? What is some of your preliminary data, your findings?
Sure. So after we did the whole transcription and coding process and figured out some preliminary themes, we came up with overarching a perceived lack of training from counselor education program across the board. And specifically, some of these areas that students were hoping that they could have more training in were risk assessment, as well as, safety concerns and all of that. And then some of the other findings that came up that were pretty important were the supporting elements for counseling training, which were relationships with supervisors and peers and professors. So overall, the data suggests a need for more specific training in telemental health counseling for these counselor education students while in their master's program, specifically on safety concerns too.
Sure, really interesting. I mean, you did touch a little bit about supervisors and professors. TJ, do you want to talk a little bit about maybe a relationship that you guys had with a professor while going through this project that might have helped you, or maybe even with someone else, another peer? Talk a little bit about your relationship with supervisors and professors during this time.
Absolutely. So the way that we actually got started, Lucy and I and several other students were in a research class focused in our counseling program with Dr. Jocelyn Novella. And we sort of had side conversations with Dr. Novella about this topic. And she had asked us if we would like to participate in conducting qualitative research on this topic with her. And Dr. Delani Pereira, our chair, also has been involved in the project as well. And, it's been a great opportunity to build relationships with both of those professors as well as, our supervisors at our clinical sites as well during this process, both for networking and stuff like that, but also just it's been a joy to work together with them on such a great project.
Sure, that's wonderful to hear. Lucy, so bringing it today here at the symposium, how has it been so far? And why do you think that this is an important place to be?
We've had a great experience so far, just getting to know all of the other students here that are presenting their posters and walking around and seeing all the exciting things that we're all doing as we're in school. So I think it's really important because it gives us a platform to meet other people and network, as well as share on the projects that you've been doing. And we've had the opportunity to have some of our professors come. So it's been really great for networking and just showing off all that Fairfield University is doing.
Yeah, and all of your hard work.
Yeah.
Last but not least, TJ, what do you hope is next for this project? What's the next step?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now we have a few submissions at some national conferences to present. This is our preliminary data. We're sort of wrapping up the more specific data and findings, and hope to present in some national conferences, and also hope to get published in a journal as well.
Wow, so impressive, you guys. Congratulations on all your hard work.
Thank you so much.